Hey, Dave Knight here, 123 Day Trade. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Today is Friday, August 3rd, 2018. Today was the employment numbers. Unemployment rate 3.9% on the forecast. Job creation negative. Expecting 191, got 157. That's about it. Alright, so I'm trying to follow highest volume bar. If we look at the overnights, this is what I have so far. We have a highest volume bar following on the blue side, and we have a highest red, and then we have this blue at 7:30 coming off of the unemployment numbers. So this is telling me that the short is stronger than the long at this point in time. And if I would have traded correctly yesterday, I would have been able to catch a nice win on the long side. I'm going to run with a 1R stop and use a trailing stop. Looks like we might run the highs before we run the lows today. High today is at 69.24. The low's at 68.52. Standing aside for now. Trying to not get in a hurry to lose my money. I put this line on the chart to see 68.90 with the blue bars. This would have been an entry point, and then let's figure it out. 68.66 actually went down to 1p move, and it would have taken us out right through here. So maybe a 2-tick win. We got a head and shoulders pattern formed here. I'm okay with making my first attempt. I'm looking at blue being the way to go here. There's your Ziggy man. Need to break this. This looks like the neckline right in this area. Blue is the highest volume. We're following highest volume right now. You're also trading right at the 200 bar SMA on the 5-minute chart. Enough room for profit to pivot. The only thing that's got me concerned is that Friday has a tendency sometimes, when in doubt, to run the high and then run the low. And I'm thinking maybe today, the employment numbers out, go ahead and do something. Replaced because I want 71 as 3P today. Readjusted the short entry for 85. be 2 ticks underneath where we were previously. Went down to 87. I want it to run to me and through. So basically I'm trying to protect myself from getting in a whipsaw as best I can. Pausing. Close to getting filled here. I'm going a 1R trailing stop. What does that mean? Here's my R, 19.5. Risk is 20. And we're going to dollar for dollar move, or tick for tick we're going to move with the trade. So if it goes down 5, instead of taking 20 ticks, we'll take 15 out. Goes down 10, we'll have to take a 10 tick loss. We'll open up with 20. Give it a little bit of room and also stop some of my over trading. That's really what the reason behind it right now is, to stop my over trading. Make less trades in a day is what it'll end up doing. It should make less trades in a day. Alright, bounced off, going to pause until we get filled. Closing in again here. Alright, we're in. Fills us at 86. So far down 4 ticks. Come down 4. Alright, so let's pause here until the market either makes a move up or down. A 1p down move is 62. So let's just barely can see that right now with automated on. And we're shortened based upon head and shoulders and highest volume bar being on the blue side. So obviously we can be wrong, but I am going with the odds. On the other side, if we do run, 6773 is GAN today, 6773. So that's our profit target. Of course, would take a lot less than that, but that's what I want to see at least. If we're going to get in this trade and risk that 20 ticks initial, then we want to ring the cash register at a bigger profit. And hopefully this is going to slow my trading down a little bit. Less trades. I mean, if I take 2 trades at minus 20 a pop, then I'm at minus 40. So that's going to slow my trade activity down right there. Pausing until we make a move. Alright, so we move down to 80. 6 ticks, move down 2 more from our stop. Don't like being on the hundredths, so we'll move down to 99. Well, at least this is keeping me busy moving. 79. 79. $78 low now. $77. $62 is a 1p down move. Alright, so let's figure out what we got here. 62 is 1p, 38 2, 14 is 3. Let's put those on the charts. So we have, and then we have the pivot point in the way, so that's good. Low is 68.52. So trying to get down to the lows right now, perhaps. $76 low. So what that means so far is it's moved 10 ticks our favor is all. Once we get to, if we get to break even, we'll take 2 or 3 ticks if it gets to 62. We see a little fake out here, and now we're heading down. I don't know. We need to get under that 76 though. Now, if this gets taken out, we're going to wait for highest volume bar again before we get involved in anything. As most likely we're going to go take the highs out. Alright, so we're making a move here. 71. It's 15 ticks down. It was all based on a head and shoulders pattern, by the way. Very tempting to get the break even right here, but I'm trying to hold 67. Alright, there's break even there. Close enough. $62 is 1p. 66 is where we went to. 62 is 1p. There's 1. Okay, through 1p. All right, so now we're going to lock in 3 ticks now at 83. One P's run. See if we can get a more of a hit here. Red bar prints 1058 on the down move. That's highest red, but not highest volume. Highest volume bar still blue at 628 at 1191. Coming in at 835. $68.52 is a low, so I expect us to run that. Next leg down is 38. If we can get it, that would take us into pivot too, by the way. So I expect us to make this move down here to pivot. So we're in good position. Just a matter of this market want to run. So one thing I can definitely say about trading, the older I get, the more I know how non-smart I am. Expect us to run the 52 and see how far we can go lower than that. Go ahead and lock in 5. The market gets back up to the 80s. We're going anywhere at that point. Expect us to reach pivot at 42 at least. Here's pivot. I'm blocking the chart here. This is our 2P target right there. That's 3 at 14. So we can get the move. Then we're looking for our GAN number at 67.73 is what I'm looking for. So about 90 ticks shorter from where we are. Let's see if we can get a whale to move it. Take that tail of the whale and smack it down for a little bit. Went to 53 but not through, so that's as low as we're going to go. So I was getting my cup of coffee, 37.58. I was getting my cup of coffee and feeling good about it, and then I spilled the whole dang thing. I had to clean it up, and then I was looking back and forth to make sure that I was still, in the trade itself. Uh, so I still believe that we can get the pivot, but it might come up, take us out, then go down. Who knows? Sometimes the market's got to go up to go down. Doesn't make any sense, I know, but that's what it does. All right, so can we breach pivot now? Get through pivot. Looks like it's forming a GAN too. It reminds me of why I got a Contigo cup in the beginning of time, so I don't spill it on my keyboard. Is that all we're going to get? 5 ticks on this whole run. So we have a GAN signal trying to form here. 4th time through. Hopefully it doesn't take us out before it comes down though. 76 plus 5 is 81. We'll hold 81. This is going to be close. So you got stairs stepping up and struggling to come up. This is a classic bull trap, but it might take us out before the trap shuts and then heads down. We'll take 3 ticks. A lot of time for just 3 tick gain. Old 82. Bastard. Well, I guess we're going to run the highs now. Then we'll figure out what we're doing next. So stand aside until we see volume kick in. So right now, what do we know? We have 1191 and we have 1058. That's what we know so far. Everything else is insignificant. So we really don't, well, we'll hold on to it. But that's the highest volume bars. So we see 1191 at 628 and 1058 at 835, and the move has come up since then. So it looks like we need a volume bar higher than 1058 right now to maybe get another shot at the short side. Expect us to run the highs now at 69.24. So we touched the low, went to 53, 1 tick from the low, and I thought we would right here come back down at it. And maybe we got some more upside pressure today too, considering how hard the market moved up. Shit, we might hit $70 a barrel. Pausing. All right, so that move went up to 69.02 and then selling off. That's the kind of moves that you just, I don't know how you can trade that. Is my mind will tell you, well, it looks like 69.04. So we had the break of the head and shoulder pattern. Had the morning high at 6:30. You just hope that it doesn't take you out of your position before it moves. So it takes us out here and then moves up another 21 ticks or so. Hits the low. I don't know. It's just I don't know how you trade that. You just hope it stops before it comes out. And then it was too dangerous to take it on here. when we could just as easily run the 69.24 mark on the high side. So what we have in front of us is the highest volume bar finally printing on the blue side, but it comes in on a red right here. We do hit the low at 68.52 though. Not through it, just to it. Blue bar on a red low. Go figure. That is highest volume bar on the trading session though, 1609. I'm going to take a stab at the long side. Maybe. No, I don't know. Breaks through here. How much lower are we going? Blue acting as 68. Filled at 67. Up 74. Up 7. There's a belief that a blue printed on a low is the low of the day. And we're going to go run the high now. All right, I'm not willing to take a loss on this trade. Going to break even. It's my uncomfortableness of being long. So we know that 58 would be our stop right now. So let's just mark it up 10 ticks from entry point. 11 actually. If it does happen, a 1p move is 91. Just not comfortable being long on down there. So let's see what gets hit first. 58 or 91 now. I like blues when they are up here on the highs, not when they hit on the lows. Alright, so let's trail behind here and see what we had. Moving up 4, be to 62. Let me screen print this though from memory. I've seen this happen before where we have a blue volume bar come in on a low. Pardon. So it really worked as a double bottom right now. And then you see this, PVV, HPB. on low. Now here's something food for thought. Volume can be looked at in one of four ways. You have blues, you have reds. Up two more. You have blues, you have reds. Blues are on an up move can be the top, or it can be a place that the market is going to go through and then it's just going to become failure. On the reds normally show up on the shorts, on the market moving down. You see the reds, and that usually means that could be the bottom or close to it, or a failure at that mark as well. That's what I've learned. Now, two exceptions are, and it could be a good indication, is when you see a blue where it should be a red can be a bottom, and likewise a red showing up on the up signifying the high can be the top. I've seen this happen on more than one occasion in my trading. It's just something I've noticed happen, that I'm paying attention, and you got to learn, right? You learn your own trading strategy as time moves on. I wasn't comfortable at being long there though. So officially at break even plus one now. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm actually okay with only being up 6 ticks today, considering as bad as I traded yesterday. And pretty much, this week has been, I've been learning more. One of the things that you can see me take out of it is that I'm taking a 1R move. Basically, the theory behind that is to stop my over trading right now, to stop the 7 trades in a day. And now, obviously, to trust my signals when they do come. And it is getting kind of late now on a Friday. Probably have one more move left in it somewhere. Pausing. Well, let's hold on. Let's see if we make the 1P target, which looks like it's going to get hit. So is the market going to make a 3P move today at one side? 91.15.39. So next target up is 15 and then 39 on the up. I still think we're going to run that 24. That's interesting. It hit the 68.52 low, made a double bottom, and then we've come off of that. And all, humbly speaking, this volume bar shows up, and look at that. I mean, if you had the balls to just take it on, just go long right there. Interesting.
pause. Now we look like we're running out of steam. So perhaps the short at 74 is the true move going through the lows now. Filled at 75. Went down 4. Three P down move is 68.03. Still looking for the GAN number. We'll look at 83 now though. 68.51 is 1p down. Very uncomfortable trade to hold right here. All right, not willing to take a loss on this trade. Could just easily go up as down right now. There's 3 trades. I'll be done after this one. Not willing to risk again. In a market that looks like may or may not move today. Tight range so far. Looking for the market to get down to pivot still. PPM, pivot point magnetism. Could run us out and then go down to it. It could go up to highs. Just don't know. Honestly, it's 3 trades with me not being able to capture anything. The market's just not being cooperative today. I'm going to take my gains and call it a week and hope next week I can find some better trades. Using my information and my knowledge the best I can. You can see that neither, well, that was run on the buy side right there, right? And 91 wasn't hit, by the way. Right there. So that long that we had on, best case scenario is +1, +2. I like the short side a lot better. If I had the balls to hold it, I just don't know. I mean, it's a lot of trading to only go up 7 ticks on the day. A lot of risk to only go up +7. But I have an issue about over trading and allowing myself to be, you know, unfortunately take a lot more out of the market on a loss side. Like yesterday, I went down, and that's why I decided that I'm going to go with a 1R and then trail it down behind it to to hopefully stop some over trading that I'm doing. I had a time on both Wednesday and Thursday that the market, if I would have just waited for it, I would have stood a better chance of catching a gain. And there was times where it would take me out at 10 ticks and then go its merry way. I'd get back in, but if I would have trailed the trade, I would have stayed in, or I would have taken less of a loss. Maybe only have, like yesterday, I figured I'd only had a loss of about 21 ticks on the day as opposed to minus 48. So, and today you can see with me trailing behind, I was able to capture 7, and I'll put myself in a position that if the market was going to move, I was in good position. Now, this last trade I could have held on to, but it's kind of late in the day, and I kind of wanted a plus on a Friday to make, go into the weekend thinking that, hey, I'm doing one thing right now, because it's been a struggle for me here lately. And is I'm over trading. That's my biggest fault right now, is over trading. So I'm good with 3 trades, and I stopped trading the 2 contracts like I did on the so only one on the 30K. That's it. 100% one contract. Maybe an only add would be in a very profitable position, like you're up 60, 70 ticks and you add one or something. I haven't figured that part of it out. But if you're having a really positive day and you're willing to give back, let's say you're up 100 ticks and then you take on 2 and you lose 10 on both of them, you capture 80 ticks, then hey, um, that's not so bad to look at that, add into strength, and as opposed to adding, because unfortunately 50 ticks is very easy to hit. It only takes 2 trades. The way I looked at it, it only takes 2 trades for it to hit it. So I mean, on Wednesday's trade, I had 2 trades and was down 46 ticks. And yesterday I had 7 or 8 trades and went down 48. So 46, no, 46, 40, I don't know. I went down more than I'm willing to lose. So then I said, hey, there's something I'm fundamentally doing wrong. Had 3 trades where I lost 30 ticks, where it would have only been like a -8, I think, if I would have just trailed it behind it. And worst case scenario is if I take 2 trades and lose 20 ticks at a pop, worst case scenario is I'll go down 40. It'll happen Sunday. I'll go down -40. But if I have 2 trades and it goes -38, I've got to be wise enough to walk away at that point. So use volume, use my better part of discretion, and keep myself in some of these trades, because the market has a tendency to whipsaw back and forth and move up and down and really not show its true hand until later on. Some days it moves, like the day that I came back on that Wednesday. I mean, I got in, it went 71 ticks my favor. That was probably a bad thing, and looking back at it, thinking, oh, cool, my way of trading is working now. And then go through 7 days of complete misery after that. Well, not 7. I didn't trade a couple days in of this week, Monday, Tuesday. So, but the 3 days that I traded this week to get up to speed, plus the 2 that I traded, so the 6 days that I traded coming back, getting ready for next week, I can tell you real quick that 2 of them were positive and 4 were negative. And the 4 negatives are kicking my ass at this point. So um, then I just started, hey, wait, I've done trailing stops before. It's nothing new under the sun, right? Trading is just a matter of applying what you've learned in the past and applying that to the present. It's always been that's the way you trade. You keep learning, you keep putting stuff into your trading arsenal and your toolbox, and at some point, you think this is what the market's doing right now. This makes sense. I'm getting in and getting stopped out on a 10-tick move. It's happened 3 times in a row. Something I'm doing is wrong. I'm going down 30 when I should only be down -8. So it made a lot more sense to start trailing it, and you can see. And then the discretional part of it is to get it break even when I feel uncomfortable at times. And right now I felt uncomfortable right down here, and look, that silent of a gun goes straight back up. So take what the market's giving at some point. So using some discretion, but starting the trade at the level where you're saying, okay, this could screw up, but where's the screw up going to be? 1R today is 19.5. I don't like to be greater than 20 ticks even when it goes higher. So 20 ticks in a fast moving market can be quick. Use volume as an indicator to help find a trade to start with and not just jump in to jump. So that's been my biggest downfalls, jumping in the market and then re-injuring myself, coming back in 2 or 3 times, taking loss after loss after loss, and then hit up against max daily loss. So bottom line, what am I trying to accomplish? Get back to what I know to do. Trade less, make more. So trade less, make more. That's the theory. And using volume, and then allow myself the opportunity to have the strength to hold a trade that's in my favor and working my way. Now, why did we stop at 52 today? I have no idea. It's a Friday. Fridays can do anything, and it can do anything at once. I mean, it could go hit lows and go hit highs. It could stay right here in the middle for the rest of the session. I mean, Fridays are just almost a trading day that you look back and you think you start scratching your head. But I do like employment Fridays, like today. I mean, you'll find a lot of nice moving days on a Friday that the employment numbers come out. You'll find a nice move. Maybe it's only a 2p move or a 3p move, or like today we only moved down 1, but it is what it is. But you have Fridays I have a tendency of wanting to short Fridays, but I try to not let my bias interfere with the way I trade. It's tough. And if you're looking at our 15-minute chart, I mean, this is what we were trading into today. I mean, that's ugly. That's ugly. That's inside a range, a coil pattern. Breaks out of it one way or the other, then it's going to move. So who knows? Maybe it does break out today and it comes down here, or it breaks out and goes up here. But right now, at this point in time, the market is not really showing its hand. That'll do it for me for this Friday. I hope you had a hell of a lot better day than I did, but I kind of live to fight another day, right? Live to fight another day. So that's the goal in trading. Just I've got that, make 2,000 before I lose the other side of that. So 28.5, right? Talk to you later. It's Dave Knight here at 123 Day Trade. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video I put together. Bye for now.